Okay. I'm gonna try to be quick, but this is my daily venting and my time to also thank God. I always start off by saying thank you, God. Sometimes you feel like you're just in this biblical, historical event that's happening, and you're that wise prophet who came, and everybody around you is like this trashy, low life. That's Man, I'm so thankful. That's why I'm just thankful I didn't have the option to do what this trash do. I know they do it because it's facilitated, and it's kind of become a standard in this realm of what they do in the world of this program. But like I said, I understand how this behavior can be created and normalized. Like I bring in an example, like this group thinking that happens during like things like genocide, where people who do anything of that nature, unless in this group environment where this is the norm, become funded, normalized, and standardized this kind of foulness. So I'm just thankful that I didn't even get the option to be involved in that kind of group thinking, because I can't tell. I won't know if I will be one of this trash. I mean, I'm seeing people of all kind of walk of life doing it, and so that means that who knows, and they're doing it to women and children. I mean, what you hear, the testimonial validates that this is just not just happening to men, but women. Even saying like people in my neighborhood, my community are behaving this way. Women are behaving this way. Like, that is really something that they think is just a norm. And the stupidity that they want to like push onto you, thinking that their behavior is gonna be like, oh yeah, no, it's so magical. That's why I think sometimes is this am I like in this biblical like event happening where this trash are just the bottom feeders working for these devilish things, when in truth is this trash are just bottom pitiful entities where a bunch of pedophiles are flourishing, and this trash are just utilizing these disgusting tactics to break you down. The truth is this: I'm thankful, but I know what this thing is really about. I know that I was put in something where they utilize human subjects as test subjects. I understand that when you put in this program now, your whole environment, your whole ecosystem is destroyed, and it's part of what they observe, not even observe, but implement in regard of destruction of the target individual. Why they destroy the target individuals? Because they are utilizing this technology onto them, and to see and how they can increase the efficacy of this technology. We're just guinea pigs in an open lab. And the clowns that you see, the trash around, they're just people who partake in this. I don't care how they get them to involve themselves. I don't care. To me, I don't even think there needs to be too much manipulation of their mind. I think that, already people, if they see things to be normalized, they will start doing things even though it's as disturbing and foul and evil as it is. Some of this trash, they recreate this reality that, no, but this is the evil that's ours. They say things like that. It's our evil. We are evil. Like, not because they involved in a program that does evil things to even children and women, but because they got involved in this, it's their evil. So don't think about the children we torture in this evil way. Like, it becomes this trashiness in front of you. They like reconstitute reality in this illogical, retarded way. To still want to paint themselves in this way, I will never allow this trash to live this fantasy. I'll put that in their faces. First of all, it's clear. Today, what's happened to me is I'm being altered. In my last video, you saw that, and now things have calmed down. I think they've a few last day, I can see a little bit there, but it was really bad. I could shake my head and feel like dizzy. I was so concussed, and it was really bad. Now I know that doing what they do to my brain can deform the brain, can literally destroy the brain, damage it. I didn't know you could start seeing it literally without even going through an MRI. My skull is just looking different. That means what's happening internally is deforming my skull. And they do these manipulations that I'm sure, in fact, I was looking at videos I made where I could see when they were manipulating me in this degrading way, my veins just popping out, like just like thriving in my head, just showing clear manipulation of my brain, where my brain is actually acting weird. So today they do these nasty things, and they're like, no, we're just observing, and they do these things in this. I don't know, like, listen, I know the concept of what they're doing. Gaslighting is this way. You know, I was listening to this podcast, and they were saying that the term of gaslighting came from like a play that was in 19 something, 30 something. And the word gaslighting is because there was in the play, the husband was trying to make it look like he wanted the wife to think she was going blind. And what he was doing, I don't know if it's true, but it makes sense that that's where gaslighting come from. I don't know if it's true, but he would turn off the gaslight a little bit and make her think she's just going blind. You know, he's the one triggering this lighting, and she starts thinking, am I going blind? Now, I don't know if that's where the term exactly came from, but that's basically what gaslighting is. It's a effort that is systematic to create something, to manipulate reality, and then try to make the target individual, the individual, believe in these manipulations as if it's not being manipulated, as if nothing's being altered, and identify with these manipulations. So they do the same thing 24/7 and wanting me to, and like, I know what you're doing. You know, the effect when somebody is aware that somebody's literally changing the lighting, and then they're like, oh my gosh, you're going blind. No, it's because you're doing that. You're doing that. You're changing, you're making, just like for me, I'm experiencing that because you're making me have this experience. You can control that. In this program, the brain is precisely manipulated however they want. The clowns around you are supposed to gaslight you. They're supposed to break you down into accepting these things. Just 2 seconds ago, it's funny. I don't know if this is, you know, like, I don't know if it's purposely done, but anyway, I'm on dating apps. Sometimes I'm on dating apps just for taking time. It doesn't do, you know, just like when I want to kill time. And so, you know, it's normal to show like pictures of you when you were a kid. But I don't know if sometimes they do that on purpose, just to, because they purpose. But I go on this person's like dating app. She's somebody who's like, I think 37 or something like that. And then one of the last picture, do I have it here? Oh, I missed it. It's her, which is when she's a little kid, like a 6-year-old or something like that. I wish I could have shown just a little, and they're just stimulating me. It's like, yeah, black little girls, and then in my brain, it's like, can you imagine to try to convince you that you're not being manipulated when this technology literally can do this? It's nasty. And matter of fact, this is actually a little bit more stupid, because it's just, there's an actress, I forgot her name. I thought her name is Wanoa or something like that, but the truth is, it's not that. But she's older than me, maybe a little less than 10 years than me. And and you can see she's like a teenager. I know she's a popular actress. Her name is Natalie Portman. And they stimulate me. It's like, yeah, you feel like that. It's like, it's because you're doing that to me. And they're like, no, but back in the days when you saw her, it's like, when I was seeing her like that, I was a younger kid. When I was seeing her when she was like that, I was younger than her. What are you saying? And they play these games, and like the movie when she's in those kind of nastiness. But like I said, these trash are disgusting. The way they were manipulating me. And I wish I could have shown what they did before that. They do these things where they play with my libido, and they try to be creative on how they mess with me. I saw a woman her Amber Rose, very beautiful woman. They make me imagine some some not disgusting, but some very sexual stuff. But the reason why it's disgusting because I know how they're gonna change it to, how they're gonna rewire it. They like to play with my libido in advance, make me imagine a woman like Amber Rose, and they try to change it to something else, and then change it to something else. I'm scared. I was like, where this is going. So they continue to make me think it's like nothing happens, right? But then I see this woman, not a bad looking woman. They make me imagine, I say these kids in the hallways, they try to do some manipulation. They make me imagine doing some sexual things to her. Things that I don't usually do. And there's things that I usually do. But they make me, I'm like, why you make me imagine? I'm like, they're forcing me to imagine that. And they make me imagine that. That's when I scroll down, guess what I see? Her picture of her as a child. And they try to change it, boom, in my brain this way. All of that was rewired in that purpose. These trash want to present themselves as the children protectors, when in reality, these are the bottom feeders working for governmental entities that are destroying even the life of children. And then they alter and rewire your brain in the most degrading ways, then try to break you down into accepting this. It is nasty. But the cherry on top of all the cherry is to know that this trash are using children and saying they're going to use children to frame me. And that is the amazing part. If you please go watch my last video, I'll drop it soon, and you'll see this kid here and the dating app. She says she's 30 years old. I was like, great, and then they tried to make me say great. This count. Great. Look at this. You'll see the video. Perfect. Thank you. They tell me this, they framing me with kids like that. Everybody around us like, yeah, we're there. And this is validation that people who have children act like they're adults. Then or pretend to get raped. Are not here protecting children. They are here harming children. This little retard kid, it's just really young. My gosh, you'll see the video. I dropped it not too long ago. And I was so happy that happened, because I'm like, this whole video is I do that for that. And it's funny, you'll see in the video, I'm so emotional. I'm speaking and I'm like, yeah, I was saying, this kid, she's like that. She look like a pretty little girl, like a little kid. Go play still the playground. Doesn't even go close to a teenage kid, not even to an adult, a 30-year-old. Not even, she doesn't even look like a teenager, by the way. If she's a teenager, she just turned a teenager a year ago. And I said something, and I'm like, yeah, I get it. I know. I'm trying to say something that they say, oh, you want to get her, huh? I was like, feel this little. She has a head like this size. I can palm her like that. She's not even. I don't even almost see her. I almost barely see her as a teenage kid. This is the little trash. This is a little trash. She's so like childlike that I don't think she knows she's really trash. The older teenager, they act like trash, and you can tell that they got that trashy like behavior because they know what they're doing is trashy. This retard doesn't even know. She's still in that state of brain where she doesn't even truly capture the foulness that she's involved in. Like it hasn't even connected. Like the older kids, they get that a little bit more. She hasn't connected. It's so bad. She's like mentally challenged still. It's so sad, but good for this trash. What will happen if I saw this kid in person and she tried to play this? I swear to God, this look, it will be bad. I swear. I'm supposed to be baited by this trash. I was like, thank you for putting yourself out there like that. This is who's supposed to be protecting children. It's one thing to do these things, my brain. This can stimulate me. That's my brain that they can play with. You know, this is internal. You see these things. It's in here. They play with this. They manipulate my brain. They do this thing. They do, you know. But this trash. Now her life is all messed up. They will try to use all kind of things. It was so disgusting. Then they start manipulating my brain in the most degrading ways. I was listening to this dating game called Pop the Balloon. A man was like, you know, I like women that look like this and that and small feet. They start making me imagine children's feet. Stimulating me. Start making me think of all the teenage kid. They forced me to have this person. I was like, this is nasty. I was like, this. It's biblical, I'm telling you. I know I'm gonna go through some sufferings, but man, I know I'm dragging some trash to hell. And they'll try to make me think, yeah, but remember the moments, what you did as a try to make me think of a kid. I'd rather have done what I did as a child than have grown up being involved in this. And I don't, you know, what I did as a child was some inappropriate acts, but this is not just inappropriate. It's something else. This is becoming something that they are grooming this trash. You know, a child can do an impulsive act. What I did was inappropriate, was not, you know, but that's what a kid can do and never think about it. Do you understand that these kids are growing up in this, prepping this, in that realm, in something that do this nastiness, and involving something that does even kill children? This is something that for sure doesn't, that's not an impulsive act at all. This is a very orchestrated, systematic thing they got involved in that does evilness at a level that's so destructive you can't even imagine. Oh my, what I did as a child is what a dumb child can do and never do, like an impulsive, just a stupid child. This brings up something else bigger. This is a kid. If that's the kid that tell me they're gonna frame you, that's a kid here acting like she's getting raped. By the way, what she's involved in, she knows what they do to children. Matter of fact, it becomes her purpose to negate the horror of what this program does to women and children. I'm so thankful that I didn't grow up doing these things. Forget the stupid thing I'd ask. I definitely, of course, would, like, you know, what was I thinking? But I can see that truly for the child act, impulsive act of a child. This takes time. This takes effort. It's so nasty. And obviously this is just a retard. They're organizing it for her. That is that disgusting. And I will not let anybody in this disgusting involvement of this, normalizing this trash. Whoever is the parent of this kid, that's time. If I hit you, it's time to. If this trash comes around me, I know that these people are like her. Obviously, are being told to do that. The truth is, I should even hate her, but and especially when you see that she's like at that age where it looks like the teenagehood, but still like brain is still a little behind. And you see who can incite these people there. Oh no. And in my brain, they try to make me imagine, it's like, they put this little dick. They're trying to, she's so young looking. She's such a kid looking. That even with the technology that can make me see anybody in the ways they want me to, they can't even do it properly. In one picture, they try to play with my brain, and then the other pictures are impossible. They try, it's so obvious. And in my brain, they create mental bias. Oh, she's young. She's a child. A young looking child that doesn't look like she's even a teenager, or she looks like a very young teenager, but she's a trashy little trash because of this trash. Maybe there's hope for her if this thing ends up for her, but me letting something like that just happen without me recording that, I'll be watching that in front of the people who excite these people. I'm in the office when they're scared of saying the name of Roy Moore, a man who was allegedly were raping kids, maybe her age or even younger. And I know why they're scared to say his name. Man, Roy Moore has already sued people for defamation, because the allegation of him being banned from malls and stuff like that came up. He's like, hey, there's no proof. Even though a bunch of people come out and say that. Sue them, took money. So that's why I see them being scared like that. It's like, yeah, you're scared he's going to come and get you guys, huh? This ex-chief justice. I know that man, Roy Moore, by name, because the people who employ me donate money to him. I understand why these clowns have to say his name in this way, like he's the boogeyman. These coward nothings. I get it. They know that they're just the bottom three in this whole thing. While they have this little trash dress, like, not even dress, like, put themselves in this thing. Try to present themselves as 30-year-old recording that for sure. Then hear trash try to say Roy Moore in a non-cowardly way. Can they just stay strong and don't subscribe to these things? I will put the reality in the faces of all the participants in this program who just want to benefit as the opportunities as they are in this program that you as human subjects, as guinea pigs. My skull looks, my teeth are, but I will not allow this trash to escape in any of their fantasized put together reality. That's a falsified reality. Stay strong.